that they're called direct-to-consumer ads, and they're only legal in two places, which is the United States and New Zealand. And so my claim for this is that only one key issue separates opponents on the effectiveness on prescription drug ads. And the three main issues that I'm going to cover are that ads are leading to the wrong medications, like people are going and getting the wrong medications, their oversight of them, and the increase in spending. My first issue is that people are getting the wrong medications. Like, a person will see an ad on the television and be like, oh, I need this drug, it'll work for me, it's perfect. And then they'll go to the doctor and they'll ask for that drug in particular. And a quote I found from an article called Direct to Consumer Under Fire by WHO says surveys carried out in New Zealand and in the US show that when a patient asks for a specific drug by the name, they will receive it more often than not. In an era of shared decision making, it is much more likely that the general practitioners will just do what the patient asks, says Megan who is an assistant professor at the Christchurch School of Medicine and Health Science in Christchurch, New Zealand. So basically it's saying you ask for it, you receive it, which that's not how it should work. You should you should talk back and forth and see what's best for you. But there's also a pro, like you can see the ad on television and have a choice. Like it might be the wrong medication for you, but then you can see another ad and be like, well maybe this one will work, and you can try that. So it's not just like, it's not all bad, but it's not good. And then my next issue is the oversight. And basically, the FDA is only giving you like one choice. Like they only put the name brand medication on an ad instead of the like off-brand medication, like the cheaper version. And the name brands are usually very expensive. And so a person will like see the name brand ad and be like, well, that might work for me, but I can't afford it. And they might not think that there could be another option for them. So if the FDA would like make it to where you could have like a split ad perhaps and put like a name brand and an off brand, that way people know that there are not just one medication for them. And I also found a quote from the same ad and the same person. And it says, the truth is direct-to-consumer advertising is used to drive choice rather than inform it. So basically an ad is just telling you that you should do this and not this, and that there's only one choice for you. A pro though is that the FDA is watching it, which means it is safer and more informative for the person. So the FDA has specific rules on what you can and cannot put on an ad. So like you have to have the main side effects, the risks, and when not to take it. Like they say some medications not to take while you're pregnant or you're sick or something like that. But they also, you're not allowed to have like a fake doctor. You have to either have a real doctor or like a person can't just like never take the drug and go on and have an ad saying, oh yes, I take this drug, it's amazing, you should try it. They have to have like an actor portrayal, and it has to be like visible to the person on the ad. And my final issue is that spending has skyrocketed. The U.S. has spent last year alone, in 2014, they spent $4.5 billion just on ads. That money could go to so many other things instead of spending it on that. It has increased. In 1991, they spent only $55 million on it, so it's increased drastically. A quote said that, this quote was by Regan M from the Big Hill Pitch, and it says, pharmaceutical companies have increased spending on DTCA, which is direct-to-consumer advertising, at exponential rates. It's just gone up so much. But then the pro side to it is that the more money you spend on it, the more like information you can put on it, the more research you can do for it, the better it'll be. In conclusion, I basically just told you all the important issues that have to do with direct-to-consumer advertising and prescription drug ads. So just to sum them up again, it's that the wrong medication, the ads are leading to violations, more money being spent, and like monitoring them, making someone watch them. So all in all, the effectiveness